In this video, we're going to talk about loneliness and why is loneliness here in the first place? And what can we do with loneliness? And I just want to create a small parenthesis right here and just inform you that I'm creating many courses as we speak. And I'll be actually linking them in the description boxes of every video we have here on YouTube together. So please check the description boxes for any course that might interest you. And if you're interested in a specific course or a specific video and content, please don't hesitate to reach out with comments. Do subscribe, do follow, do share this content if you think it will be valuable for others, and do like it if it's valuable for you. And do find me on social media. I love to have you on all social media if possible. And if you find what we share with together here valuable, I would love to know your subjective, beautiful perspectives. And yeah, so with that said, my name is Maro and I'm the founder of Awakening Games, and I don't know if I said that before, but I'm just saying it again because I hadn't said it enough on previous videos where I was more excited to just be sharing, and so now I really have shared it twice, which is fine. Let's go back to loneliness and let's breathe in. Hold, breathe out. I'm also gonna light my little candle here. Yeah, just to create some atmosphere. So yeah, so loneliness. Well, usually when we get, negative thinking and feeling and sensations, we are actually worried that we're doing something wrong and we have to fix it and change it and distract ourselves from it. And we're either shaming ourselves or the feeling, our inner child, the emotion or the thinking, our ego mind, right? And this actually creates more and more inner conflict and suffering, where we're chasing the positive and we're resisting the negative. And in order to shift this game around, we would want to actually do the opposite of what we've been doing until now. We're gonna actually go into deeper layers of healing in my healing the inner child course, which I'm preparing at the moment. So please be aware of when I'm going to be posting it. So loneliness is the abandonment wound in activation. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. And loneliness is basically us, experiencing how our inner child has been neglected and was never soothed emotionally by our caregivers or ourselves. And so it's coming up in layers and layers in our adult life, so that we can actually become the parents we never had, to actually go and integrate that loneliness that was not loved enough by anyone. So instead of actually reacting to it and wanting to avoid it and wanting to fix it, change it, and make it wrong and shame it, which, is what we do on autopilot. And this is our reactive default mode. We would want to respond more and more, to integrate whatever needs to feel a sense of belonging. And it's not about being alone or being with someone else. It's actually being alone and or being with somebody else, and at the same time being with ourselves. That's the actual, healing of self-neglect or the abandonment wound. And as we said in the previous video, we experience the abandonment wound when we are actually abandoned by someone in a relationship, friendship, what have you, or when we are thinking that we need somebody and we are actually saying that we are alone. We actually, ruminate obsessively thinking of some specific person, and we're actually reenacting the abandonment wound. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. In the attachment theory, it would be the codependent. So both the anxious attachment and the fearful avoidant both have the codependency trauma, right? and they have that part of themselves that needs to grip on the outer world, and then there's the avoidant part, the dismissive avoidant, the fearful avoidant that actually dismiss and push. So loneliness is an opportunity to love that part of ourselves that feels alone, that has experienced not being in the presence, the ultimate emotional presence that we are longing for, our soul is longing for. So it's not that, our parents did the best they could, and so does everyone else. And this is our responsibility to actually love ourselves as much as we need. And I had a coach once tell me that, I had told him, I feel like I'm difficult to love. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. And he actually told me, well, how about if we change that and say, well, I'm high maintenance for love, right? So the abandonment wound, the loneliness that we experience is here because we are longing, our soul, our heart is longing for such deep love and connection with ourselves and others. So every time loneliness comes up, our inner child comes up and, reveals itself and says, hey, I'm lonely. It's calling in more of our attention, more of our presence, and saying, I want more presence, I want more love, which means I want more from you, the adult in us, right? Ourselves. And it means that I want more from life. I want to experience deeper connection, deeper love, deeper fulfillment from within and without on all levels of life. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. So loneliness can be an excuse to disconnect from ourselves and neglect ourselves and abandon ourselves and get stuck in suffering, or it can be an opportunity, a portal, a guide for more and more inner union. And I truly believe that once we heal the abandonment wound, once we heal feeling lonely, and we love being with ourselves, that's when all the people in our outer world, the ones that are really there for us because they're really there for them, because we are now here for ourselves. Now we can actually be here for one another and share from a place where we're fulfilled and not, in lack, not needing each other, not needing to use each other, but more wanting to share with each other. And yes, we'll have moments of neediness, which can also be accepted and, validated, and for it to be okay to just accept our humanness. And this is it. Let's just accept our neediness from within first. So when our inner child comes up and asks for attention, asks for love, the question is, are we accepting our own neediness to actually accept others and for others to accept ours? Are we validating our neediness to be validated by others and for us to validate others' neediness? I really, with this video, I really hope for us to find from within that deeper and deeper connection, layers of connection and integration, self-love and healing. And with that, I'll see you on the next video.